my dear Aries. This is your love and spirituality reading for the time between January 16 and January 31st, 2018 with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. So I want to wish you a happy new year and happy holidays for anyone that have a different calendar. And also I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for the beautiful year of 2017 and all of your wonderful support. So I used the Tarot of the Hidden Realm by Barbara Moore, and I will start shuffling your cards. So when I open the deck here, I see the King of Wands and the Blasted Beach. So it seems like you are going through a tower moment, Aries, or maybe some other fire sign in your life. It might be a Leo or a Sagittarius or another Aries. But it's some kind of purge that's going on here with the tower. So I call the divine with love and light. And here we have justice as well. So I wouldn't fight this, whatever it is that's going on. It might be something like a volcanic eruption inside of yourself, since the King of Wands came, and justice. So this volcanic eruption might need to come because to regain balance again. We see this feather here. It has some important message, because this person is falling as well, and there's the leaves. So be a little bit like the feather when you fall. Don't fall like flat on your face in the mud. Fall graciously so you won't hurt yourself. And with that I mean, don't resist this falling. It seems to be from heaven sent. So even if it's going to be painful, it's going to help you in the end. Okay, so I call the four archangels in the four corners of the world. And here we have an Ace of Pentacles. So that's the new beginning that will come, the new foundation you can start to build on when this is gone. Okay, so I call the six elements: earth, wind, fire, water, spirit, and ether to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Taurus viewers. So we also saw the Chariot and the Nine of Wands. So you're going to have stamina to go through this period. It's like the divine is going to say, swim a little further, swim a little further, and you are going to say, I'm so tired, is there land anywhere? And they're going to say, yes, soon, just a little bit further. And they will fool you, of course, because you will have to swim and swim and swim. And this swimming is going to train you a lot, and all this falling is going to train you a lot before what's coming. So something important is coming for you, Aries. So I want my dear Aries to have love in their lives and to find themselves in loving relationships. I also want you to have creative success and to be able to walk on your highest path towards your highest destiny. Okay, so I'll just tune in for a few seconds to your reading, or to you, my dear Aries. Okay. Okay, so Aries is the head and the tower is the tower. So it might have something to do with some kind of external ego that you have built up, like a picture of yourself being cool, being aggressive, scaring other people. So it might be something else to you than this. It might be something more to you than this that wants to come forward. Something that has some kind of longing, and that's soft like a feather. Okay, so this is your future, and this is your now, and this is the past. So the past will be December, first part of January, and we have a Knight of Cups. So some of you have been maybe falling in love with someone. Ace of Wands, Eight of Wands, or this, it's like your soul's longing has being awakened here, and but it's the moon, so it's something that freaks you out. If you feel like you're in love with someone, maybe you wanted to keep your cool exterior. So the tower and justice might mean that your heart is starting to open. or the heart of your counterpart might be a water sign. This is water, the moon, and Knight of Cups is water. This is usually Pisces. This is usually Cancer or Pisces. Scorpio is death card. So not so much the moon. It's more transformative. It's more like a door. This is more like a deep ocean or a forest that you need to go through to get some. This is the Knight of Cups. He's traditionally a person that's searching for the Holy Grail. So your soul is longing for, searching for the Holy Grail, and the Holy Grail might be love, and you might not want it. Okay, and this is your now. So the second part of January, and we have the Four of Cups and the Two of Swords and the Magician. So it seems like you want to keep your cool. You're swimming here, you're already drowned in the this deep ocean of the moon, but you're pretending like nothing. Okay, so you're trying to keep your cool, but really you're already swimming in the bottom of the oceans. Well, your old skills might not help you here. And you don't want them to help you. You don't want to be like you were before. You want to transcend. You don't want to stay in some ego tower and waving everyone else goodbye while they are ascending into something more vulnerable and something more beautiful and something more paradise-like. So, and here we have the Seven of Pentacles. So this is like a pregnancy. Ace of Swords, much like the Page of Swords, some kind of truth, love, lovers. Okay, Ten of Wands. So I'm feeling that you are being very protective of yourself, but it's something that you want, and it's coming. You just need to make yourself ready. Okay, what's the worst thing that can happen if someone were to humiliate you, for example? What would be the worst thing that would happen? It's probably a feeling. So don't be afraid of your feelings. If you're afraid of your feelings, other people can control you by humiliating you, for example. If you're not afraid of them and you're just being like, oh, this is an interesting feeling. I feel humiliated. Interesting. What is something that the person said? Yes, he said like this. Yes, that was rather humiliating. So you tell him, I see that you're trying to humiliate me. It's not going to work. I'm not falling for the bait. So you see, it's going to make you stronger, not weaker. Okay, so this is your past. And here we have the Queen of Wands. So King of Wands, Queen of Wands. Some of you might be meeting up or being very close around the blocks of your not the blocks, but you know, the blocks, house blocks of your soulmate. Queen of Wands. So Queen of Wands is very fiery, very self-assured. This is the picture of you that you already have. You feel the fire out in your fingertips. You feel them in your gut. You feel them everywhere. Your soul is there. It's amazing. And this power it's almost like it's rising to your head a little bit. And we see the horns here. So she's very self-confident, and she is very used to this fiery strength of hers. And she actually have the depths, the deep depths and the deep experience to handle also the deep-rooted fears and the deep-rooted pains. So this is no sissy here. This is a brave girl. Okay. Or guy, it's just your feminine side. Here's the Three of Cups. So Three of Cups is connected to the Empress card, and this is kind of unconditional love. We sometimes call this card like being a three-party relationship, but really it's just someone being greedy and wanting a lot of this feminine, abundant energy, being like, oh, everybody loves me. That's a nice feeling. So I'm not really sure what this is going, but Queen of Wands is very Amazonas warrior-like female, and this is Three of Cups. It's the Empress, more unconditional loving. So maybe it's touching your roots a little bit, that you actually love people unconditionally. It's just maybe your fire has been protecting you. Six of Swords. Yes, someone is coming to some realization. It's like the head and heart is making a union. If the head is pretending like it doesn't have a heart, actually the head is bathing in illusions. And if the heart is pretending that everything is fine when the head said it's not, then the heart is baiting in illusions. So you both need your head and your heart to know what's really going on, and to be on top of your game if this is what you like. But it's also going to make you know yourself. And the Six of Swords is connected to 6, the Lover's card. So this is kind of some realization when it comes to you, and maybe your need of relationship and fun, your need of friends that's loyal, your need of social situations. You might think, I don't need social situations. But with the blasted beach and the Knight, King of Wands there, and justice, you need to be fair towards yourself. You actually need it. What you don't need is maybe the conflict, or people not accepting you for who you are. But if you haven't shown them who you really are, maybe they were not able to accept you. If you just show them your cool exterior and not your mushy inside, maybe it was a hard time forgiving your outburst of anger and passion and whatever it was. Okay, so I'm just saying that the truth might set you free. Okay, and justice is truth, and the Six of Swords is truth, seeing the truth. And we have the Knight of Cups, so it's either dealing with a water sign person, or it might be the water realms of you, the parts of you that can feel love. And here we have a Page of Cups. It came in the same position for Cancer. So Page of Cups is it's the gateway to your heart. We can say it's the little crying baby inside of you that you might not like. Queen of Wands, she's the witch, and she needs to have the baby to know what's going on. The baby is the antenna, but sometimes if the witch isn't really evolved enough, the witch can see the baby as the enemy. Why are you crying all the time? Don't be such a sissy. Woman up, become more, or man up, become more cool like me. So it's a part of you that you might have been disregarded, but here it comes and offering its services to you. I'm your heart. If we unify, we will become the Holy Trinity here, and we will know everything. Okay. So that's good. And here you have a Four of Wands. So Three of Cups, Four of Wands. It's like you're building on a new, beautiful stability. You have the chance here to build beautiful relationships with friends, families, co-workers, romantic partners that would last a lifetime. So that's why the divine is so harsh on you and wants to grind down your defense against this, because it's actually a blessing, and you will miss it if your heart is closed, if you think that you don't need anyone. So Four of Wands is also a lot of self-love. Three of Cups is kind of the treasure that we find when we go into the moon and we go into the deep enchanted forest, or the dive into the deep ocean. We find this treasure chest of overflowing unconditional love inside of us that makes us being very tolerant for like whatever happens. If we are like in love and in peace inside of ourselves, and we love ourselves and love our surrounding, even if there's a big catastrophe, we have the resilience to build us up again and to build our surrounding up again, even in the midst of a big catastrophe. If we have this, like this in the center of us, where we can connect with other people and feel love towards them, even if we risk losing them. I think you need this Krishnamurti. Krishnamurti, he said, his secret to why he lived such a happy and peaceful life and becoming so enlightened was that he said, I don't mind. I don't mind what happens. He's okay with whatever the divine brings, either it's the Tower or justice or something else, love. I don't mind. And I don't mind it being taken away. And I don't mind it coming. I don't mind it going. Because life is... we are being born, and then ashes to ashes, dust to dust. You can't hold on to anything here. Everything will be gone. The only thing you have is this inner space of yours, this Holy Trinity, the witch, the child. We are searching for the warrior, but it seems like he's around. We had him in the beginning, the King of Wands. because it seems like you have built a foundation for yourself here after the storm. Okay. And here's the Ace of Pentacles, the new beginning. I can feel the hope in my nostrils. Okay. So this is a gift being granted to those of you that are able to see the truth now, like with both the head and the heart, and not trying to pretend like, oh, I don't love him anymore, or I don't care if my parents doesn't agree with me, or whatever it is that you are doing to lie to yourself that you don't care, that you are invincible, when you don't have to. If you start to accept things instead, just start to accept whatever you are or whatever feels, you don't have to lie to yourself anymore. And here we have the Four of Cups, the Two of Swords. So this is your longing. You probably want to be this strong entity that you were before. The Six of Pentacles is good, but I'm feeling like you want to have the upper hand, Aries. You want to win over other people, either you admit it or not, because it gives you a sense of being safe. But now you are here already deep water diving, but it's 4, so it's connected to the Emperor. And you're still acting cool. So, but really there's something else going on deeper down here. We will see it later on in the readings. The feeling of being left out in the cold, the feeling of not ever being good enough for anyone to love, and the feeling of having a lot of needs. So when we are being ruled by emotion like this, that is avoiding our emotions, we can't really live a full life, because we are going and avoiding different things. Oh, I can't flirt with that girl or that boy, because if I start to have feelings, they are going to have power over me. Avoidance. I can't take that job, because if I fail, I would make a fool of myself. You're avoiding. I can't admit that I love this person from the past, like a lover or a friend or a relative, and you will miss them forever. Okay, so that's avoidance, and it's not making you living your life fully, but you have the possibility here. So that's why the divine is coming with the blasted beach and the justice, and it's something else that awaits you if you let go of this old like the mask of yours being so strong. You don't have to be strong. You have to be you, like truly you. And it's something more happy, okay? It's something more allowing. It's something more brave, truly brave. And here you have the Three of Wands. So we can see here it's the baby, the witch, and the warrior. So, and as I said, we had the warrior in the beginning, and you have been the warrior for all your life, probably. And now you need to integrate this other stuff too. So the baby is picking up on something, like I have this feeling. You are with your boyfriend or your girlfriend, and suddenly you feel the blues. Okay, just out of the blue it comes the blues, and this is your baby talking with you, and you're rending one ear. The witch is rending one ear. Okay, I'm listening. So what's going on? So something is cooking. It might be something, either it's something that the person you are with said, or this situation that you're in reminds you of something that you have been experienced a past lifetime, or just last week when you were in the exact same location and you started to have an argue. So this is making you aware, and the witch is very good on processing things like this. So she will get the awareness to the surface, and okay, so this is a irrational feeling she might feel. I don't know at all where it comes from, but I will take it seriously. So she just stays with it. She says, and the boyfriend, the girlfriend, or the family that you're with are asking you, so if it's something wrong with you, yes, I'm going through something, I don't know, I suddenly had this feeling I can't explain, so let me just process it for a while. And you just stay with your feeling, and then you say to your warrior, okay, I know now, this is what I feel, and this is what I want you to do. So either the warrior communicate this, or in the future the warrior will become more like this or that. Next time, maybe identifying the situation and putting a boundary just before anything bad can happen. So this is how a person that's whole will act. So it seems like you have gone through hell, Aries, to find this holy trinity. Okay, to become holy, the holy you. So, okay, and here we have the 10 of Pentacles, and it comes underneath the 3 of Cups and the 4 of Wands. So there's a very stable situation that could be there for you, like for the long haul. Even if we all become ashes to ashes, dust to dust, what we can take with us is our experiences and the love that we have felt for people. That will never go away. When you meet them the next lifetime, you will just like, oh, I know you. It's like I know you, and you will be able to talk all night, and it's like you already knew each other, because love is what you can take with you. And this is a place of value. It can be love, a beautiful family situation, tradition being passed on to your children. It might be a new platform of creative, in bringing of money. You might have found something that you really love to do, and it's bringing in the money, and it's bringing in the money because you have become whole, or it's bringing in the security because you have become whole. When you have this holy trinity inside of you, you have a lot of self-respect and a lot of self-love. And when there's like this, others will start to respect you and love you too. So honor this. We'll see what will happen here with this row here. And we have the Hangman, 6 of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, the Hangman. So it's something that you're still not ready for. And I'm thinking it's this love thing. You might be okay with having friends and, you know, people that's you can have a good time with, but that's really not coming that close, because it's something still here that you're pondering about. It's something still here that you're keeping for yourself. And the Hangman, you also have, this is number 12, you have Justice, number 11, also Tower, number 16. So you're going to go through something. It's like a little bit of a storm awaits you. But this storm, it's going to render you a new fertile beginning. And it's like these roots here, the bonds that you have to people, as I said, they will not go away. So you might need to, you want to test your relationship a little bit. Start to telling the truth as it really is, what you really long for, what you really want to have, and see if people run for the hills like you believe them to do, or if you will start to run for the hills, maybe you will find that this is exactly where you wanted to be. I sense that actually a lot of Aries could start to find their soulmates and, you know, prepare the process for getting married or having a long life together. It's just that this singles protective part of you needs to go, but it will take a little bit time. 7 of Pentacles is pregnancy. 12, it's connected to the Empress, pregnancy, waiting, time of waiting. So everything is in place inside of you. It's like you're waiting for the miracle to also manifest on your outside, like in your outside world. So I will take a card for you, not that many, from the Wisdom of the Divination Oracle cards. That one. Never-ending story. Okay, so someone of you might not want to meet that person in the next life. Oh God, please let me off the hook here. And it's almost like a clock there, but it points to different things. It could point to love. I need a binocular. No and yes, and love and yes and no. It's something there. I can't see it, what it is. Maybe you can. Okay, never-ending story, number 37. No, that was 27. There. Okay. This was new. I'm happy that you gave me a new card. I'm a little bit bored with reading yin and yang card now. They have come a lot. So, self-criticism, the wounded ego, unnecessary dramas. Is this ringing any bell with you, Aries? There is a story woven through the imperfect fabric of life that tells of hurt and loss, rejection and humiliation, the words I used, self-loathing and arrogance, and all manner of suffering born of unnecessary dramas. It is the old story whose refrain is this book is like not like the other small books, it's more hefty. Okay. That you cannot do this, must not go there, should not stay that, lest your world come crumbling down. So I think you have been all about the drama. Drama is okay for you. You can let loose people and burn bridges and set fire to the world. And now the divine wants something else from you. Today, now that none of this is actually true, the sky is not falling, the voice you hear is just a small, scared, conditioned part of you that got stuck in a lie, wants to protect you and needs to be seen as a victim. Love that lost piece of you, okay? Fear is all it knows. Distorted guidance is preventing you from being true to yourself. You are not your story, and the narrator is simply the voice of your fearful part, small and vulnerable and easily soothed. So, sometimes your heart enters into a contact with another that results in pain, not because of abuse or neglect, but for other more complex reasons. Shame, fear of intimacy, low self-esteem are the greatest challenges to the success of a relationship. Consider how valuable this knowledge is, however, that right now you have the opportunity for important healing, but you must reflect on the stories you weave about love, connection, abandonment, rejection, and loneliness. Not only do you need to begin a new story, you need to forgive yourself for telling yourself the old ones. Have compassion for the part of you that believes all those narratives. None of them were ever true anyway. Okay, so wave bye-bye to that dramatic, fiery part of you that is okay with burning bridges. So I guess you're hurting now, Aries, but the divine wants what it wants. Okay, and this is Sister of Shambhala shows the way. So it has come a lot of sisters and like this to the people here. So we are all becoming like this Three of Cups, connecting instead of staying wounded in our old survival strategies. Okay, so one more page. Okay, so you have many brothers and sisters who are guiding you now. They understand where you are on your divine path and how to successfully navigate all the matters of concern so that you can cross the threshold from the old world to the golden temple. Here, 4 wands in the middle. Your prayers for your purpose to be revealed and manifested have been heard, as have your prayers for help in all matters, and you shall be shown the way through, supported every step of the way. And you have this bird here also. And it's a little bit cloudy on the sky, so it's things that's not revealed for you just yet. And it's winter, but you are flying. And there's something here that wants to be born with all this here. And you might not even know what kind of beautiful future that awaits you. It's just there. Okay, so my dear Aries, I hope this helped. I want you to take really good care, and also Happy New Year's. And I want to take this chance to promote my website, my new website, www.queenofcupstarot.se. SE is for Sweden, so you know what kind of letters it should be. Okay, I will come back with the February reading in the middle of January, and if you want, you can check out the astrological video I made for January that will tell you a little bit more of this situation which you're going through. Okay, bye bye.